Remember that DNC hack? The one that is the only evidence of illegal behavior that helps Democrats claim an election was hacked, because no voting booths were ever proved to be hacked. The DNC refused to allow the FBI to investigate. Debbie Weiserman Shultz was one of those who was in charge and refused to allow the investigation to take place. Instead, they hired an outside firm. So today I ask, how can we be sure the hack happened? Since the FBI was denied the opportunity to investigate and some outside source came in, and it's clear that there is at least an appearance of some impropriety that has been going on throughout the entire election, how can we trust without actually having the FBI do the investigation? I'm just asking. Russia clearly wanted to cause chaos, but consider, Podesta ran the campaign and Wasserman Shultz was the one that ran the DNC and had to step down for underhanded behavior, before undermining the Bernie Sanders campaign and help get Hillary elected. And Podesta is the one that his organization funded this dossier, and along with so many other items. Politico wrote 2016, actually July 25th, 2016, inside the scramble to oust Debbie Weiserman Shultz. And it says down below, yet the aggregated animosity toward her led to a swift and brutal conclusion to her 5+ year tenure at the helm of the president's party. Wasserman Schultz resigned less than 24 hours after WikiLeaks posted dozens of emails showing her staff working to undermine the insurgent campaign of Bernie Sanders in order to aid a Clinton organization they often derided as inept and timid. The FBI denied access to the DNC servers, and this was published January 10th, 2017. After the DNC's computer was hacked, this is about the time that they started to claim that Russia was actually involved and therefore there must have been collusion involved. After the DNC's computer was hacked, the FBI requested the DNC servers in order to conduct their investigation. The DNC denied the FBI access to their servers. Why would the DNC deny the FBI access? Today, the blunt truth. Blunt Force Truth Report. Hillary Clinton's campaign, the DNC funded it, even though nobody knows who paid out the $9 million. That the Hillary campaign and the Democratic National Committee helped pay for the largely unproven Trump-Russia dossier, which contains all the fallacious information that, again, was never provable. Yes, other people were involved. I'm not saying this had anything to do with the election itself. This has to do with Hillary not wanting to accept the loss of the election and all of them wanting Trump gone. The pressure was put on to get Republicans to overreact and make them impeach a president that was legally elected under the Constitution of the United States. That's what I think this is all about. I don't think this has anything to do with the collusion part of it, because quite honestly, I don't believe that there is any collusion. The real problem was always that the media in Washington insisted Trump could not win, and nobody liked either one of these miserable choices to be as President of the United States. My reason for voting for Trump is because Loretta Lynch in the Clinton meeting on the tarmac. It reminded me of all of the underhanded Clinton behavior in the 1990s. I don't regret my vote. How about you? Clintons have probably committed no crime, but it looks bad. Always in defense of a Clinton, we hear boasts of no charges. They are lawyers. They understand where the fine line is, and always the scandal does get convictions. This is a pattern through all of these scandals that have gone on for 3 decades, and why I believe there really is something underhanded here. Whether or not you will ever see a conviction to these 3 or these 2 people, I don't care whether they're convicted, only that they don't lead this country anymore. Others go to jail while the Clintons get deniability, always. They clearly don't care about public opinion, or after 3 decades of scandals, they would have learned the meaning of avoid the appearance of impropriety. Remember the question that Dick Lugar asked and laid out in the confirmation hearing for Secretary of State Hillary Clinton's confirmation hearing. Don't expect jail sentence. What they do fear is loss of freedom, and they use words to give them legal deniability. Always. They are the worst type of lawyers you could possibly imagine. They respect the letter of the law, not the spirit. Can anyone tell me there is no doubt in your mind that this is not a pattern that runs through every single scandal? I'm not yelling for their arrest, or jail time for that matter. All I'm saying is we have come very close to having a United States president impeached based on innuendo and an orchestrated effort by both the media and Democrats and Republicans in Washington, who clearly felt for over 2 years at least they didn't need our approval anymore. In a democracy, I think that's a concern. I think there is reason to doubt all of this. And I also think that there was an orchestrated effort to scare Republican senators into rushing into impeachment. And remember, Joseph Goebbels of Hitler's time actually said that the enemy of the state is the truth. Remember that, because this smells so bad. I don't ask you to believe anything I say. All I ask is you use your head and look at this and not let the media or Washington spin this into some way of sounding as if this is some media research or anything like that. This was an orchestrated effort, and I don't think it had anything to do with the outcome of the election, because I do not believe this was anything based on a collusion between Russia and either one of these candidates. They were both disgusting. They were both the worst possible candidates ever to be picked. And we were stuck with making a horrible choice. At the same time, the media insisted he couldn't win.